So I have been known to make like the best pumpkin cheesecake ever. I'm not a pumpkin fan, so I don't like things to be like super pumpkin flavor, but I'm about to recreate my pumpkin cheesecake and I'm gonna do it keto style. And I don't have a recipe. I'm just in here doing what I used to do and just substituting a few things. So this should be interesting. A pack of cream cheese, which had two of them in there, but she only put one out. So I'm gonna have to put this one in the microwave. I'm gonna leave it in there probably for like, 15 or so seconds, and then just to soften it up a little bit, because you definitely want it to be room temperature. This one is perfect. As you can see, it's already starting to like do what it's supposed to do. This one is like a brick. So we're gonna throw this in the microwave and then we'll be back. So it's been in the microwave. I put both of them in there. And then I have all of these sweeteners. I have never used the powdered sugar one before. I definitely have used the regular monk fruit. That's the only one I've ever tried was the golden. But I also have classic. Right there's another pack of the golden. And it was like a sale, so I just got a whole bunch. So I'm actually gonna open this up, this powdered one, and I'm gonna sample it. If this is good, this is the one I'm gonna use. Otherwise, I'm just gonna stick to what I know and go with the golden. Okay, so I tasted it. It is definitely smooth, but it really doesn't taste much different than the golden. It's just a lot smoother. So yeah, I'll probably use this just so it like mixes better. But I mean, this one mixes perfectly, but like I said, I don't know. I just want to try it. It's open, so I may as well go with it. Since the other two are actually closed, we'll just go with the new one. Okay, so I never really measure, but whenever I make my pumpkin cheesecake, I do measure the pumpkin pie spice. And I use 1 tablespoon. So I have 1 tablespoon of that. I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon of vanilla. If it's not enough, I'll add more. And then I'm looking at this, my container. This is a half a cup, so I'm probably gonna do like maybe 3/4 of a cup. That'll probably amount to, because it's not packed down. And so I'm gonna put all that into the mixture here, and then I do a dash of ginger, dash of cinnamon, and I just kind of taste it as I go. So I'm gonna mix this, and then I'll add the sugar, because I've never used this kind of sugar. I want to go a little bit at a time, so so that I can test it as I go to make sure it's not it's not off. Okay, see how smooth that is? Oh my goodness, it looks good already. Like I said, I'm not a huge pumpkin fan, so if somebody likes a lot of pumpkin flavor, you can always use more. I just like to use just enough to get the flavor in there. But I'm like a cheesecake girl, so that's what I'm here for. Okay, so now I'm just gonna mix all of this up. Well, like I said, I'm gonna add a dash of ginger, a dash of cinnamon, and I'm gonna mix it up. You don't want to like whip, well you can, but you don't want to over mix. So because I don't want to over mix, I usually just fold it in so that it'll remain fluffy. And since I only have one hand, because I'm new to this whole thing and your girl doesn't have a tripod, I'm gonna mix the rest. I'm gonna fold the rest off camera, then I'll be back. Y'all, I just tasted this, and I could almost eat this as like a fat bomb with no sugar in it. This is so good. What I was thinking is I may just add a scoop or so of my vanilla protein powder. Maybe I'll do that in like 2 or 3, because I think I'm gonna put this in a muffin pan and make individuals. But I haven't added any sugar yet, so I'm gonna start with my half a cup, and I'm gonna do like a half a cup of sugar and see how it tastes. So I didn't quite do a half a cup, but it's close enough. I'm gonna add this in here and see how this tastes. All right, let me mix this up and I'll be back. Okay, so I did the almost half a cup, and it was a little less than half a cup, and it's not, I don't really taste it, so I think I'm gonna go in with my golden and just do like maybe a little bit less than 1/4 of a cup and see how it tastes. So I did like maybe a little less of 1/4 of a cup of the monk fruit golden, and then I was like, you know what, I want the vanilla MCT powder, but What about this? I don't know. I'm just trying stuff. I put maybe a teaspoon, maybe like 2 teaspoons of this in there. This is the move. This right here, yeah, that really brought it out. So I'm going to add my egg now because I like the way it tastes, and we'll go from there. Okay, final answer. So I used 1.5 tablespoons of pumpkin pie spice, a dash of ginger, a dash of cinnamon, a whole cup of pumpkin, pureed pumpkin. I used almost a fourth of a cup of powdered sugar. Then I went in with a fourth of a cup, well, a little less than a fourth of a cup of the golden, and then 1 tablespoon of Torani French vanilla. And I also did a 1 tablespoon of regular vanilla. And that's it. This is a total vibe. Oh yeah, 16 ounces of cream cheese. So now I'm gonna add one large egg, and we're gonna be ready to rock and roll. All right, I have 1 egg. Go ahead and put that in there. Okay. And now I'm just gonna mix it. Okay, so I just want to say this. I am totally old school. I'm like totally old school. So I have a mixer. I don't use it. I like to mix it with my hand. Yes, I use a spoon. Yes, it's creamy. As you can see, it's not lumpy. If you know what you're doing, you can, you don't necessarily need one to a mixer. So if you don't have a mixer, you can totally make this recipe. But like I said, yeah, I do have a mixer, and I don't even use it. So it's totally mixer free. So for regular cheesecake, I would normally add 2 eggs, but something with keto desserts, which is the reason why I don't eat them. I do not like egg loaves. I do not like mug cakes. I don't like any of that stuff because it tastes eggy to me. So since I'm not using regular sugar and it's kind of the sweetness is downplayed a bit, I only use 1 egg, and hopefully that will keep it from having that eggy flavor. So this is totally an experiment. We're gonna see if this is a flop or not. But yeah, so for my recipe, I only use 1 egg. If you want to use 2 eggs, like I said, for traditional cheesecake, you could go ahead because I did use 2 packs of cream cheese. Okay, so I just have like a six cup tin, and I sprayed a little bit of this into each one so they don't stick. And yeah, I'm gonna put them in there. I was thinking about doing a graham cracker crust. Well, it'd have been like an almond flour crust, but this is gonna be simple keto, so we're not gonna worry about that. So now I'm just gonna pour my mixture into each one of these, and I'm actually gonna have some left over, but that'll be good because then I can sample it, and if the first batch doesn't taste good, I can tweak it, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I tried to distribute the mix evenly. So my first batch, this first 6, I actually should have went a little more. I should have put a little bit more into each tin. Because I only used 1 egg, it didn't really rise too much. So that wasn't a good, that wasn't a concern. That was actually a good thing. But yeah, y'all see that precision? No misses, no mess, no nothing. It was awesome. So for 2 packs of cream cheese, I would definitely say next time I'll use a tin that has 8, or yeah. So I would use a tin that had 8. So I would make a total of 16 because I did 2 different batches. But it was enough. It actually filled out the making 12. It worked out. The only thing is the second batch, they were a little larger than the first because I had to get rid of the mix. So these are about to go in the oven. And I am telling you, breakfast is going to be amazing in the morning. I'm going to have my coffee, my pumpkin spice coffee, and my pumpkin cheesecake minis. Oh yeah, it's a whole vibe, y'all. Okay, so they are like perfect. There's no cracks. You can see it bubbling if you look close enough. You see it bubbling. The outside is crispy. You see the bubbling? That's crazy. Look at that. Oh, they look so good. I'm about to take them out. Okay, so I'm definitely pleased with the end result of these. These came out really good. I just took them out of the oven. I let them sit in the pan for about maybe 10 minutes or so, and then I took a knife and went around the outsides, and nothing stuck, so I just slid them all onto a plate, and then I covered them and stuck them in the refrigerator for about an hour, and this is them after that. Yeah, everything came out really good. I think the only thing I'm gonna do next time is add more of the pumpkin. The pumpkin spice seasonings. I want a little bit more flavor there, but that's really about it. I love this recipe. I'll definitely do this again, and if you guys want to see me do anything, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys want me to make. Yeah, this is perfect because I am keto, so I do need something. So these are just pretty much pumpkin cheesecake fat bombs. They'll just help me get over my little sweet tooth when I have them. I don't know how they do with freezing. I'm gonna freeze one and then for a few days and then come back and test it and see how that goes. But overall, I really do like this recipe, and yeah, everything came out perfect. So make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and hit the blue bell for notifications. Also, thumbs me up. Comment down below if you have any questions about my recipe, any questions about what I did, or if you guys want to see me recreate something, leave that down below as well, and share. Thank you all. Have a great one.